fishing all of the time, baby going fishing too. Bet your life, your sweet wife catch more fish than you. Many fish bites if you got good bait. Here's a little tip that I would like to relate. Many fish bites if you got good bait. I'm a going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too.
Ain't this something?
Beautiful day. I heard Roy Rogers was born around here.
Not Roy Rogers. Rob Roy.
All right.
Roy Rogers was a cowboy. Don't you know anything about history?
Where do I sit down here?
No, when the world gets too complicated, and too expensive, and just too screwed up. We're the guys who go fishing. That's right, because we're solutions-oriented guys.
Damn right.
And tough solutions require clear thinking. No one thinks clearer than when they're fishing, right, Mike?
Righto.
Or angling, as Brits like to call it, which is a strange choice of terms, because Brits are the least angular people in the world. The idea of getting from point A to point B in a straight route to a Brit is just completely incomprehensible. That's why every town in this country, with the exception of Milton Keynes, looks like it was laid out by some drunk guy with an Etch-a-Sketch and a bottle of Jack Daniels. You know, Mike, these fish, most economic travelers in the world.
What do you mean?
I mean, they never bump into each other. They go straight where they want to go. Fish should be in charge of transportation.
There's an idea. I like that.
Yeah. And they got brains the size of peas.
That's true. And big brain people like us, we can't seem to go anywhere. You know, without some kind of detour.
Some guy in an orange vest. Always an orange vest, just standing there with a Razzle magazine, eating a ginster pie.
Telling you can't go here. Not you.
Oh, God, it's a nightmare. Average speed of a vehicle in London, same as it was in 1890. If they had not invented the car, London would be under 6 feet of horse shit right now.
Instead of 2 inches of urine like it is today.
Have you ever chased a fishtail trying to track your baby down? Well, you ever chased a cat like trying to track your woman down? Well, it's like a three-legged turtle.
You like porn, Mike?
Of course I like porn. Quality porn.
Yeah. Let me show you this. This is the ultimate pornography.
Let's see this.
Top Gear magazine.
How is this pornography?
It's pornography because it's ads that promise you all these open roads and all this unbridled freedom, and it doesn't exist. It's a fantasy. You see, normal porn just wants you to, you know, look at the pictures and spurt a few bodily fluids. Squish, that's it, you know. This wants you to spend 30 grand on some car that you're not going to get to enjoy in this country because, I can't emphasize this enough, the roads are fucked.
Okay, all right, now you're getting upset. You're getting worked up. That's not why we're out here.
I know what you're thinking. Well, if you don't like the roads, you Yankee boy, why don't you go home? Well, I can't.
Road works.
All right, before we go any further, we need to discuss an issue which is of a lot of importance to people in this country. And that topic is, do fish feel pain? In other words, dragging one of these triple barbed hooks to a mackerel's lips. Does that hurt?
Well, technically, Rich, fish don't have lips. But there are some conflicting reports as to whether fish feel pain or not. In fact, I have 2 right here. We have one. A Professor James Rose at the University of Wyoming.
Yeah.
And he says fish have no awareness of pain because they don't have a cerebral cortex. Okay?
Right.
Now, we also have a study.
That's the University of Wyoming.
That's the University of Wyoming, so you can only take
Cowboys.
Yeah. But, on the other hand, scientists from the Roslin Institute in Edinburgh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The ones who made the sheep.
The ones that made the sheep.
Right.
They say that bony fish, such as they got trout, salmon, cod, now get this, detect pain and show the behavioral changes associated with discomfort.
Behavioral changes. So who's right?
Well, they're both right, sort of. you know, one study says they experience pain. The other says that they're not aware of pain.
Well, if they experience pain, then they're aware of pain, right?
No. They're two entirely different things.
What do you mean?
Close your eyes.
What?
Trust me. Think of me as a doctor. Close your eyes. You got them closed?
Yeah?
All right.
What?
Ah, what the fuck is... Whoa!
What the hell did you do that for?
That hurt, right?
Christ, I lost my rod. What the fuck was that?
Did it hurt?
Yes, it hurt.
Well, you weren't aware it was going to happen, were you?
I'm aware of it now.
Well, that's because you have a memory. You see, fish don't have memories. So just try and forget about it, and then you'll think more like fish. Why the long face, pal?
Why the long face? I got 200 pounds of fishing equipment at the bottom of the lake, you meat face.
You shouldn't have let go. Hold on. You're supposed to be a
You
pro.
know, I knew this was going to happen. I can't fish without my lucky hat.
Oh, you forgot your hat?
I've got a hat, and it's lucky. I know that sounds like superstitious fishing mumbo jumbo,
No,
but it's
not
it's
at all.
true.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, I'd like to go get it.
Well, let's go then. I'm fine. Let's go. I'm in.
Have you ever chased a fishtail trying to track your woman down? Well, boys, let me tell you, them Cadillacs sure hold the ground. And I can't go no faster.
Daddy don't live in that New York City no more. He don't celebrate Sunday on a Saturday night. Daddy don't need no lock and key for the piece he stole out on Avenue D. Daddy don't live in that New York City no more.
All right. Thanks for waiting.
Where the hell were you?
I was in New York.
New York.
Yeah.
This is a satellite, liquid digital, high-definition, pay-per-view cable station. We don't have the money to go to New York.
Now you get a line and I'll get a pool, honey.
What?
Sweet thing.
You get line and I'll get a pole, baby.
Can't afford this.
Well, I had to prove a point.
What point's that?
The point is that New Yorkers are better walkers. They know how to get from point A to point B economically, all right? Straightest walkers on the planet.
How do you know that?
I measured it. That's what's wrong with Britain. You see, Britain is just stumbling around, bumbling, it's running into itself, stepping on everything. They don't get anything done. New Yorkers get things done because they're straighter walkers. What other underground system has a circle line except London? Circle. It just goes in a circle. And they're always complaining they want better conditions to work under. What? They go in a circle. What kind of conditions? How can they be better? Do they want a triangle? Do they want to go in a tetrahedron?
Don't forget the 5-pound congestion fee.
A congestion charge, absolutely. You know what they ought to do there is, you don't charge every driver 5 pounds to get into London. You charge every 1,000th driver 5,000 pounds.
Oh,
That keeps people at home. What, I'm complaining too much?
complain. You never stop complaining.
No, I've
No,
got a point
no,
to make.
you're a sourpuss. You're
I'm
a
not a
grump.
sourpuss.
You're a sourpuss and a grump.
What do you want from me?
Look at where we are, for God's sake. Do you see congestion here? What? It took us hours to get here.
That's my point.
And you've been bitching from day one. You're scaring the fish? You're freaking me out, huh? I mean, what do you do when you're in the city, eh? Do you bitch about the country? Oh, the bugs. Oh, the midges. What are midges thinking? Hey, that's pretty crazy. Huh? Can't you just relax, for Christ's sake?
As we've said on this show many times, we are solutions-oriented guys. Brits are very unique in the sense that they have an internal combustible energy that has never really been tapped. It's never really been used to its fruitfulness. Now, we call this
Dower power.
dour power. It's actually possible to take negative thought and turn that into positive electrical charges by merely reversing the polarity of the brain. Do you understand what I'm saying? No one is more negative than Brits, and they can use that negativity to their advantage.
Now, behind us is Simon Evans. Simon is a stand-up comedian,
He's a very funny guy.
and he's graciously volunteered to be a part of this demonstration.
Let's see how it goes. Right. This is one of these electric carts that you see people moving around in, and they call them rascals or something like that. What we've done is we've taken the battery out and we've replaced it with a Navman sonar detector, which is then run through a solenoid and measures the depth of internal negative thought, converts that into positive charges. Half-assed? Perhaps. Still, in the interest of science, let's try it. How you feeling, Simon?
Thrilled.
Great. I'm going to give you some scenarios. I want you to think about them. Think about them very intensely, and let's see if we can get some movement out of this vehicle.
Yes, I understand.
All right, let's say you've got a gig in Birmingham. Now, no, that wasn't the scenario yet. Whoa. You get in a cab. Cab driver doesn't know where he's going. The roads are screwed up. He eventually gets you to the airport. You got 10 minutes to get the flight. You get to the check-in counter. The check-in agent says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Evans, the flight has been overbooked. We're going to have to reroute you through Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris."
Paris? This fucking ridiculous bloody idea.
Okay. Now, you're a comedian, Simon.
Yes, I am.
According to Time Out magazine. You have a conspicuous intelligence and a delightfully sarcastic style that has stimulated and excited audiences up and down the country.
Yes.
Must be very proud of that. Says you recently got married.
That's correct.
So that's working out well.
Fine, thank you.
I'm sure a very active sex life.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes.
No problem keeping the woman satisfied constantly.
Seem to be on some sort of hill here.
All right, we're going to measure the nature of evil now. Who's more evil? Saddam Hussein? Tony Blair? Whoa, careful there, big fella. How about Adolf Hitler?
Very bad man.
Very bad man. He's,
Don't agree with any of his policies.
you can't use your feet, Simon.
I wasn't using my feet.
You were using your feet.
I was, if anything, I was trying to slow myself down.
Okay, you can question our methods, but we have proven one thing, that there's no reason that Brits can't use their gift of negativity to harness a cheaper and more reliable form of energy. And that means we're not relying on these multinational corporate energy conglomerates. It's a world where everyone can exist together. Blacks, whites, Arabs, Jews, people of all races and creeds and religions living together in harmony. And what a great world and a great country this would be. Tell you what it is, Mike. It's a human clusterfuck. It's exactly what Thomas Malthus predicted. I mean, he didn't use the word clusterfuck, but he was a bit more urbane than that. But it's 6 billion people on the planet, all trying to get somewhere else.
Hey. Look, somebody's coming. He's coming this way. I wonder what he would want.
I don't know, maybe he wants some bait.
Want some bait? Maybe he wants to know where the hot spots are.
Well, we could let him in on our secrets, you know.
You think?
Why not? He's a fellow fisherman. We're family.
Yeah, that's right. What'd he say?
What?
Can we help you with something?
Tissue.
He wants a Kleenex.
What?
What?
Oh. Do you want to buy a big shirt?
No, we got that one.
Yeah,
Thank
we've
you.
seen that.
At least he's not boatless. What does that say?
Charles Manson's health retreat?
Health retreat. Charles Manson's health retreat. Oh, we're going in.
What kind of person would put a health retreat out here?
Apparently Charles Manson. This is a joke.
How you fellas doing? Here for a massage?
You're Charles Manson.
Just like the sign says.
Charles Manson, the psychopath who murdered 7 people, including the actress Sharon Tate, in a cult ritual murder spree in 1969, thus effectively putting a nail in the coffin of the free love generation?
No, that Charles Manson is in prison in California for life. I'm Charles Manson, massage therapist. Now, I got you fellas on the appointment book, or are you just walk-ins? That doesn't matter. All right. Who's first?
We really don't want a massage.
What the hell did you fellas come in here for?
Well, we were wondering why a massage therapist would be 3 miles down a dirt road.
I believe you'll notice the sign said Health Retreat.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah. Thanks just the same.
It's 'cause my name's Charles Manson, ain't it?
Well, you know, that and the fact you look like Charles Manson.
What?
Well, you got the hair and the beard thing.
Free country. Last time I looked, I can wear my hair any way I want.
And also the, swastika.
What? What, you never done nothing stupid in your life? Look, my daddy was Charles Manson. My granddaddy was Charles Manson. I'm Charles Manson. Some psycho 60s burnout wants to nail some actress's head to the wall. That's not my fault now, is it?
Why don't you just change your name?
Why doesn't he change his fucking name? What's he doing? Sitting in jail, rotting? I am a businessman. I'm contributing, all right? Jesus Christ. End of fucking discussion. Now, you got your choice of aromatic body lotions or essential oils. Which is it gonna be? Clock's ticking.
Well, I don't really want to, you know.
Come on. You look tense.
Well, the reason I look tense is because you look like Charles Manson.
How many times do I have to tell you I am not that Charles Manson? Listen to this. Hear that? That's Wyndham Hill. That's new age music. If I was Charles Manson, I'd be playing the Beatles, now wouldn't I? Jesus Christ, I'm guilty by association. Let me ask you a question. You're walking down the street at night, you see 3 black fellas coming at you. Does that make you nervous?
Yeah.
You walking down the street, you see me coming. Does that make you nervous?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're racist. Get the hell out of my establishment. Jesus Christ. What kind of people are they sending up here anyway?
It's Charles Manson.
You know, I reckon viewers would find this show a lot more exciting if we were actually catching some fish, but, I don't think that's gonna happen today.
Yeah, it is a little quiet. You gotta love the solitude.
Doesn't matter what you do out here. It's peaceful. You could say any word in the English language. It wouldn't be stressful when you're out on the lake. Bunions. Not stressful. Big, blistering, boily bunion.
I don't feel a thing.
Ah,
Strip mining,
strip mining. Ah,
third world exploitation.
who cares?
I don't. Hey, the dwindling muskrat population.
I could live with that.
Screw them.
I got a horsefly on my leg big enough to request clearance to land. Hey, you know what the most stressful job in the world is?
I certainly do.
What?
Bingo call.
No, it's not bingo calling.
Yes, it is.
It's not stressful.
It is.
No, it's air traffic control.
Really?
Yep.
I can see that being stressful.
This is the reason that the airlines are so fucked up. It's not always their fault, you know. It's that you can't get these guys in the towers. It's just, they snap. They just go nuts.
Really?
If you knew the kind of people that were working in these air traffic control towers, you'd never get in a plane. You wouldn't.
Really?
Come fly with me. Come fly, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me. Come fly, let's fly away.
Do I think of myself as an air traffic controller? No, I do not. I was a choreographer. I still am a choreographer. I just work with planes. Now, that was a little bit of a waddle there. Now, just bring it into the circle. Come on. That's good, sister. Now, don't come in like you're not a bull in a china shop, for God's sake. You try to be as graceful on ground. Don't talk back to me. I'm the controller. These are my dancers. This is my troupe. And we all work together just to get rid of chaos. Chaos is the enemy. Bring down those flaps. Get that little nose in the air. That's right. You're leaving home. You're leaving home. I remember my dog ran away once. It's almost the same thing. Remember when our dog... Oh, sorry. I like to think of this airport as, well, more of a nest, really. And these are birds. Just birds that fly off in the morning. God knows where they go, but they always come home. They come back to nest. And I take care of them. I know each and every one of those. Well, just like they were my own little chicks. Listen, I'm gonna go out in the balcony. You watch me. I'll show you how to do it. All right. You can see me. That's right. Look at me. There you go. Can you see me now? There. Hello. That's right. Eye contact. Look at me. Stressful. Think it through. No, I'll tell you what's stressful is. About 9 years ago, we're doing 7 brides for 7 brothers in Weston-super-Mare. I think Superman. It's a shithole. It's a small shithole. And we lose our prop trunk. It's 9 o'clock at night. I have to get 7 pairs of spurs in Western-super-Mare. Huh? That's stressful, buddy. This is a cakewalk. Now, remember what we're gonna do now. We're going to what? We're gonna touch down. We're going to roll. We're going to turn, and we're gonna come home. I am so indispensable.
Come fly with me. Let's fly away.
What?
That was scary.
Not scary. I wasn't scared.
Oh, man. Why do you suppose a guy like Richard Branson feels the need to try and fly around the planet in a balloon?
Haven't a clue.
He owns an airline. The guy can fly around the planet in a plane anytime he wants, first class. That other guy, Steve Fawcett, you know, that industrial, he's tried 9 times to fly around the planet on a balloon. Next time, he's not even going to use a balloon. He's just going to try to inflate his own massive ego and float across the planet. These guys, what they're trying to prove is, oh, I would have been an accomplished individual in any century. You know, I'm not just a 21st century aviation pioneer. In the 19th century, I would have been a balloonist. In the 12th century, I would have been a duelist. Richard Branson needs to spend less time figuring out how to get around the planet in a balloon and more time trying to figure out how to get his customers around the planet in more than 18 square inches of human space. He needs to seriously sit back and consider kissing my Yankee white ass.
How did Richard Branson make his money anyway?
Richard Branson made his money from an album by a guy named Mike Oldfield, hippie. Living in a field, made an album.
Tubular Bells.
Played all his own instruments.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So Branson sells the album to The Exorcist, and they use it for their theme.
Yeah.
Remember that film?
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time you fly Virgin, keep that in mind. Horror film producer. You're in the hands of a guy who makes music for horror films. You should think about that when you're on the plane. The Exorcist. Green vomit.
Yeah.
Green.
Remember.
What was that?
Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird. Friendly bird.
Pulsating walls.
I remember.
Masturbates with a crucifix. Spinning head. Just spun around. Sure is peaceful out here.
Maybe too peaceful.
Ah, what the?
Okay.
That was just a joke.
I know it was.
It was a joke.
I want
I was joking.
I just want to sit.
I was just trying to.
I'm going to sit over here now. That's all. Let's go home. That's enough fishing.
Stop in the lake, mama. Catch me a fish. I'm gonna get someone that's gonna call my meat. Everybody fishing. Everybody fishing. Everybody fishing. I believe I'll fish some.
John McCririck. But there's a lot of people who'd like to see him at the bottom of a lake. I think we are doing viewers a service.
You think so?
Yeah.
But what the fuck has he got to do with travel?
Well, John McCrick, he travels all over the world, giving out race handicaps, you know? I think he's traveled through time. You ever seen the way he dresses?
Yeah, sort of old-timey kind of
I don't know,
idiot.
it's like half Sherlock Holmes, half Moose.
Sherlock Moose.
He's a weird one, but graceful.
Yeah?
In a strange kind of way. He's odd. You know what his wife's nickname is?
No, what?
Booby.
Booby?
Calls her Booby.
You know what I call my wife?
What?
Tits. Not to her face, though.
Into this thing here.
Step down into that.
God! Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, that's a good start.
Grief.
John McCrick.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
dear.
That's
Go.
good.
Blimey. Dear. I'm gonna have a cigar to calm me down here.
Mike and I have been talking about the state of romance these days. Are American women different than British women?
I think they're more conniving than British women. You always think that American women are comparing bed or something. Well, with me, of course, it's a fantastic performance is given. So always marry, a great belief I've got, marry beneath you.
Yeah.
It's a great beneath. In other words, never marry an intelligent woman.
How about now?
No, Mike.
I'm not too impressed with this rowing here at all.
Do you have any of that ointment? My fingers get really itchy.
Take it easy, Mike. If you row too loudly or too hard, you disturb the fish. How long have you been married with Booby? Booby is her name?
Well, too long. I keep quiet about how long, but a good few years. She does all the driving. She's very lucky she has all the cleaning jobs to do. I'm not saying the Booby's unintelligent, but never marry a clever, bright woman and who's a high-flying businesswoman or high-flying in her profession. Because then you've got this equality nonsense. And of course, you know, once you get into that, and you think women are equal, then you've got the rows and the arguments, and it's all very unpleasant. We would never say, shall we go to the cinema or shall we go to the theatre? I say, right, we're going dog racing, off we go to the greyhound track.
I can see why you don't argue now, because she doesn't get a chance.
Well,
You don't you don't stop to breathe.
if that's the system, it works, yeah.
What are the odds that love is going to work for a man like Mike or myself?
When looking at you, it is a hopeless task. You know, you look older than Mick Jagger, so it is absolutely, it is a desperate task. You imagine any woman just looking at you. Maybe you're absolutely a monster in bed, that I don't know. But you would have to be extraordinary, but I don't see how you'd ever get a woman there. I can't see any woman voluntarily going with you. Now, I'm not in any way insulting you. I'm just trying to give you the... No, I'm giving you the truth. I'm trying to tell the truth.
That was clearly an insult.
No, it was not an insult. It was the truth. I can't believe any woman even looking at you. Now, the other chap behind you, well, he's got dark glasses on. That's a bit of a help. But I don't know. He looks a bit overweight to me, quite
Well,
frankly.
fucking shoot this guy.
Now?
Telling you the romance of travel is gone, Mike. You take the high road, I'll take the low. I'll be in Scotland before ye. No, I won't, because I'll get off at the wrong exit and end up somewhere on the outskirts of Glasgow in some place like Govan. And some drunk Celtic supporter, wearing a sombrero, will be kicking the shit out of me, and then I'll fall into a big bucket of syringes and get hepatitis B. So my advice is, if you come to a fork in the road, take it.